Hello. Let's go ahead and go back to our mats. Make sure you can see me. We're going to start in child's pose. So just come to the back of your mat, kneel down, spread your knees wide, big toes come to touch, and then just walk your body down till your forehead's on the mat. Arms can be bent or straight, doesn't matter. Just kind of wiggle into your hips. We'll take some breaths together in a little bit, but just for now, breathe on your own, in and out through your nose. And swing side to side in those hips. Kind of waking them up. We're going to take a big inhale together, filling up the lungs, and then we're going to exhale, making an audible sigh sound through the mouth. So let's go ahead and inhale. Hold it at the top, and exhale. Melting your body down into the floor. Let's do one more. Inhale. Hold, and exhale. Good, you can kind of wiggle again into your hips. Go ahead and lift your head slightly, walk your hands over to your left, and then just lean your hips back to the right, getting a good side body stretch. Breathing in and out through the nose now. You can send the breath to that side oblique. For a deeper stretch, you can walk the fingertips of your right hand, out a little further. Good, let's do the other side. So just gently walk your hands over to the right. You'll lean your hips back to the left slightly. And if you're ready, you can walk your fingertips a little bit further out. Sending your breath into that oblique. Good, let's walk back to center. We'll take one more big inhale with a sigh, exhale together. So let's inhale. Hold at the top and exhale, let it go. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and shift forward into tabletop. We'll go through some cat-cows. So you're in all fours, your wrists are lined below your shoulders. Spread your fingertips wide. Hips are below your knees and the tops of your feet are on the mat. Just kind of get comfortable. You can wiggle around. We're going to inhale, push the mat away from you, round your back, tailbone and head go towards the floor. And exhale, drop your stomach, tailbone and head arch towards the ceiling. And inhale into cat. Really try to separate your shoulders and your back. Dip that tailbone down. And exhale into cow. And just go through this at your own pace. We'll go for about 3 to 5 breaths. You can push back when you're in your cat. Just move however feels good. Maybe sway your hips in cow. Good. Go through one more time and then meet me back in tabletop. Good, from here you're going to curl your toes under. We're going to push back into down dog. So, with your fingers spread wide, push through your palms and then draw your tailbone towards the ceiling, straightening your legs. You can shorten your stance or lengthen it if you need. Heels are down, biceps are framing the ears. And let's walk out our dog. So take a deep bend in your right leg, straightening the left. Hold it for a beat and then switch to your other side. And just go through this on your own. Again, whatever feels good for you. You can open your hips up side to side. You got about 3 to 5 breaths here, so just do whatever. You can keep both legs straight and just really draw that tailbone to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Good, all right. Let's take our right leg high to the sky. On an inhale, you're gonna exhale, step it through. Do whatever you need to do to get that foot up in between your hands. Drop your left knee, flip your left foot. We're gonna inhale, bringing our body up with our hands above our head. Fingertips are reaching for the ceiling, and then just slightly drop your hips down, keeping your front knee above your ankle. Feeling a stretch in that left hip and quad. Good. From here, take your right hand, grab your left wrist. Inhale, find a long spine. Exhale, and just start to lean over to the right, pulling that wrist over. Breathing in and out through the nose. Another side body stretch. Good. On an inhale, come back up. Let your arms float down to that front knee. You're going to straighten yourself out a little bit. Just push back slightly so that your hip is above your back knee here. We're going to bring our left foot up to our booty. Grab it with your left hand and just pull it in for a quad stretch. Your front knee is still above your ankle. And to make this deeper, you can just drop those hips slightly forward. Not moving your whole body. It's just a slight movement of the hips as you pull that heel in. Good. Go ahead and release your foot down. You're going to shift your weight backwards, so straighten your right leg, taking your heel back, or your butt back to your heel. Right leg toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. And then just lean your body forward towards that front leg, so you should feel a deep stretch in the back of your right leg. Good. We're going to rock forward again, so you're going to go back to where we started. Right knee is bent above your ankle. Take your right hand on the inside of that knee. Straighten your back leg, so curl your toes under, lift the knee, straightening the leg. Left hand's going to go towards the sky. So for a twist, you can have that back knee down and get the same effect if that is what you need to do. Your gaze is up at your hand. We're going to hold for 3 breaths, breathing in and out through the nose. Good. Keeping your back leg up, go ahead and bring your left hand back down to the mat. So now both hands are inside that right leg. Take your right hand behind your right calf and then place it on the outside of your foot. For Wounded Warrior, back leg is strong, quad is engaged, and then just gently start to take your body down towards the floor in one straight line, getting a deep stretch in your right hip. All right, go ahead and release that hand, so we'll bring it back inside the right foot from behind the calf. Then take it around the front, place it right where it was on the outside of that foot. We're going to step up on our right leg for standing split. So straighten that right leg, stepping up as your left leg goes towards the ceiling. Hands are still on the floor. You're welcome to bring them to that right leg if you have the balance. Let your head hang, don't crane it up, and try to keep your hips square with the floor. Deep stretch in the standing leg. You'll hold for about 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let that left leg float back down. And then step the right leg back so you're back in down dog, and we will go through it on the other side. You have about 5 to 8 seconds here, so you can walk it out. Do whatever you want. All right, so let's take our left leg high to the sky on an inhale. Exhale and step it through. Do whatever you need to do to get it there. Drop your right knee, flip your right foot. On an inhale with your arms by your head, go ahead and bring your upper body up. Fingertips are reaching for the ceiling, and slightly lean your hips forward. Front knee is over the ankle. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale for a long spine. Exhale and start to lean over to the left. Every exhale, kind of push it just a centimeter or two further. Good. Inhale, come up. Let your arms float down to that front knee. Push back slightly. And then bring that that right foot up, grabbing it with your right hand, pulling your heel to your butt. And for a deeper stretch, just slightly move those hips forward, not changing the position of your front knee. Good. Release the foot, let it float down. You're going to shift your weight back, straightening the front leg. Toes go towards the ceiling. Butt goes to your heel, and then start to bring your upper body down towards that leg. Sinking a little lower with every exhale. Shift forward, back to where we started. Both hands are on the inside of your left leg. Curl your right toes under, straighten the leg, lifting the knee. And when you're ready, open up your chest and heart. Take the right hand to the ceiling. You can be on your knee if you would like. Gaze is up towards your hand. Hold for about 2 more breaths. Good. Bring that right hand down so both hands are inside of your left leg. Bring your left arm back behind your calf. Place it on the outside of your foot. And then start to just gently take your upper body towards the floor. Deep stretch in that left hip. Good, release the arm, bring it back around on the inside and then around the front. So now it's on the outside again. We're gonna step up for standing split. So step up on that left leg, straightening it out as the right leg goes towards the ceiling. Head drops. Deep stretch in the standing leg. Square your hips to the floor, don't let them open up. And hold for about 5 more seconds. You can hold on to that leg instead of the floor if you have the balance. Good, and on an exhale, let that right foot come back down. Palms flat, step your left foot back. We're back in down dog. Walk it out. All right, we're gonna go through a little chaturanga. So you're gonna shift forward into a plank. Lengthen your stance if you need. Fingers are spread wide. From your plank with your shoulders over your wrist, you're gonna shift forward slightly. Lower down, we're gonna take cobra. So flip your feet, lift your chest, squeezing your low back. Come back down, curl your toes under and push back into down dog. We'll do one more together with the up dog variation. So you'll shift forward into plank first. Then shift your body slightly forward, lower down. Right before you hit the floor, curl up, flip the toes, up dog, and then come back into down dog. You have about 15-20 seconds to do whatever you want here, so you can keep going through chaturanga. You can just stay in down dog. You can go back to child's pose, whatever feels good. Good, keep going one more time and then we're gonna meet back in down dog. Take your right leg high to the sky and then drop your right leg over your left so that you open and stack your hips. You can take your gaze around your left shoulder to look at your foot. Good, go ahead and bring it back to normal, and then you're gonna exhale and step it through. We're gonna go into warrior 2, so go ahead and spin that back foot down. You want the outside of your foot parallel with the back of your mat. Lengthen your stance if you need or shorten it. And inhale, cartwheel your arms up into warrior 2. Fingertips are reaching for the front and back wall. Sink down into that hip. Front knee is over your ankle. Back leg is hard and engaged. You're pushing through the edge of that back foot. Sink a little lower if you can. Really reach. Go ahead, inhale, shift your body forward. You're going to take your front elbow to your front knee. Left arm goes up towards the ceiling. You can take that right arm to the floor on the inside of your foot, or just leave it on your knee. Gaze is up at your top hand. Back leg is hard, quad is engaged. Good, inhale and come back up into warrior two, sitting a little deeper. And now straighten your front leg, drop your left hand to your left thigh. Right hand goes towards the ceiling. And then start to bring it back behind your head. Good, hold for 2 breaths. And exhale, sit back into warrior two one more time. Really reach, really sit low, push yourself. Core is in, back leg is engaged. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Good, cartwheel your arms back down, or spin your back foot so it's facing forward again. Step your left foot up to meet your right. With your hands still on the floor, bend your knees as much as you need to. You're gonna walk it out from here. So you'll take a deep bend in one leg, straighten the other, just like we do in down dog, and you'll go through that on your own. Whatever feels good. Good, take a deep bend in both knees. Feet are about hip width apart. We're gonna inhale, swooping our arms up above our head as we stand. So let's inhale, come stand up, arms come out to the side and above your head. Exhale, we're gonna sit down into chair. So you're gonna take your butt back, knees stay above your ankles. Biceps are framing the ears, fingertips are reaching for the wall in front of you, kind of where the wall and ceiling meet. Butt is low, hold for about 5 seconds. Keep breathing in and out through the nose, sit a little lower. Good, inhale, stand up. You're gonna let your arms float down to the side as you bend at the waist back into a forward fold. Let your head hang and walk it out. We'll do one more of the same thing. Make sure your feet are about hip width apart. Take a deep bend in both legs. Inhale, swoop your arms up and out to the side as you stand. Exhale, sit down into chair, booty goes back. Knees stay safely above the ankles or at least behind the toes. Really reach with your arms, don't just have them there. Energize them. Good, sit a little lower. The weight is in the heels. You should be able to lift and wiggle your toes. Hold it for 3, get lower, 2, 1, good, stand up, and then go back into forward fold, swooping your arms down. Hands go to the mat. We're going to step our right foot back. We'll do warrior on this side. So spin your right foot down, outer edge of the mat is lined up with the outer edge of our foot. Shorten and lengthen your stance as you need, and on it, inhale, cartwheel your arms up and then sit down into warrior two. Reach for the front and back walls. Back quad is engaged. You're pushing through your feet. Front knee is over your ankle. Really reach and sit. Inhale, shift your body forward. Take your front elbow to your front knee. Right arm goes towards the ceiling. You can take that left hand to the floor. Kind of braces the knee. Don't let your front knee start to go towards the midline. Gaze is up towards the hand. It's reaching for the ceiling. And squeeze that back leg. Good. Inhale, come back up into warrior two. Sit down a little lower. Reach a little harder. Good. Hold for three. Reach two. Sit. Good. Straighten your front leg. Take your left hand towards the ceiling. Right arm goes to that back thigh. And then start to drop your hand behind your head. Gaze is up at the ceiling. Good. On an exhale, sit back down into warrior two. One more time. Reach for those swallows. Hold, sit a little lower. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Now you're going to step your left foot back to meet your right, and we are back in down dog. Let's inhale, take your left leg high to the side. Exhale, drop it over to the outside of that right leg. Opening and stacking your hips. You can take your gaze around your right shoulder to look at your foot. Good. On an inhale, bring it back behind your hip, and exhale, step it through. Good. You're going to take your right leg up, step it up to meet your left. We're going to go through sun salutations real quick. So, similar to kind of what we were just doing, deep bend in the knees. You're going to inhale, bring your arms up and around as you stand. Exhale, swoop them down into forward fold, hands on the mat. Step your right leg back, drop your right knee. Upper body comes up, biceps by the ears. Exhale, take your hands back down to the mat. Step your left leg back so you are in plank. Then we'll do a little chaturanga. So you'll come down to a push-up, swoop up, push back into down dog. Shift forward into plank. Step the right foot up. Drop the left knee, flip the left foot. Come up. Hands back to the mat. Left foot comes up to meet your right, and we're at the starting point. So I'll cue one more time through, and then I'll give you some time to do whatever you want on your own. So we are going to inhale, bring your arms up and around above your head as you stand. Exhale, bend at the waist, forward fold, arms float down to the mat. Step your right foot back, drop your right knee, flip your right foot. Inhale, come up, arms by the ears, hands reach. Exhale, hands go back to the mat. Step your left foot back so you're in plank. Your version of chaturanga, go ahead. You'll end up in down dog. And then you'll shift forward into plank. Step your right foot up in between your hands. Drop the left knee, flip it. Come up, hands reach for the sky. Arms go back down. Curl your back toes under, lift that leg, and then step up into your forward fold. Okay? So I'll give you about 30 seconds to go on your own. Do whatever you want. If you want to just push back in child's pose, that is perfectly fine. Or you can hold the down dog. Good. Whatever you're doing, just finish your set or your salutation, and then we'll meet back in down dog. Don't rush. Get there when you get there. Give you about 10 more seconds. If you're already in down dog, just walk it out. Okay, from down dog, we are just going to baby step our feet up to our hands. Bend your knees as much as you need to get there. We're going to open up to the side of our mat. So just turn your body, hands are still on the floor. Point your toes towards the side of the room. Lengthen your stance to a little wider than shoulder width apart. From here, with your hands on the floor, you're going to straighten your legs as much as you can. Let your head hang. And then push the floor away from you to take your body even closer to in between your legs. If you're shaking a little, that's fine. We're going to push it for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release it. Take your toes and point them out 45 degrees. We're going to go into goddess. Sit your butt down into a deep squat. Take your hands to prayer as your upper body comes up. Hands are at your chest. You're in a deep squat with a 45-degree angle of your foot. Try to push your knees open. Don't let them fall into the midline. Chest is open and strong to the front of the room. Good. Keep holding. Bring that chest up. Good. You're going to inhale, stand. Turn your feet to face the side of the room again. Hands go above the head. Exhale, let them float down to your sides. And just wiggle here a little bit. You can shake out your arms, move your hips. We're going to inhale, bring your arms even with your shoulders so they're straight out like a star. You're going to straighten your legs as much as you can, and we're going to go down with our legs straight, okay? So pop your booty out. Start to bring your upper body down with a straight spine. Once you get there, let the arms float down to the floor. Grab calves, ankles, or feet. And again, just start to pull your body further down. You can step on your hands if you want from the outside of your foot. If you can get there. Try to straighten those legs as you pull the upper body down. Good, let's inhale, find strength. Exhale, pull. One more, if you're shaking, that's okay. Inhale, find strength. Exhale, pull. Good, and release. We're gonna come out the same way we went in. Put a tiny bend in your knees. Arms go out to the side, and just bring your upper body up. Okay, let your arms float down. We will finish on the floor. So just come down to the floor. I'm not gonna cue that. We'll do 2 poses here, and then we will go into Shavasana. So let's do bound angle pose or butterfly or Baddha Konasana. You're going to take the soles of your feet together, knees fall open. Thumbs go into the arch of your foot, fingertips are on the top. It doesn't matter if you want to be out here, that's more comfortable, or you want to tuck it in this way, doesn't matter. So just find what's comfortable for you. You can wiggle side to side. Once you're ready, you're going to, on an inhale, make sure your spine is long and strong. And on the exhale, just start to pull your body forward. Your forearms and elbows can go on your shins and kind of nudge your knees open as you pull your upper body down. Don't round your back and drop your head. Just keep a strong neutral spine, leading with your chest. Inhale, find strength. Exhale, go a little deeper. Let's do one more. Inhale, find that strength. Exhale, pull. Good, and come up. And let's finish with happy baby. So, soles of the feet on the mat, knees bent. Just slowly roll yourself down to the floor. Straighten out your legs. All right, take both knees up. Let your knees fall to the side, so don't have them close together. They're going to fall to the side of your rib cage. Bring your feet up so your soles are facing the ceiling. Whatever you need to do to grab the outside of your feet, all 4 fingers are on the bottom of your foot. Thumbs are on the top. And then just start to pull those knees towards the floor. If you're pulling, make sure that your ankle is right on top of your knee. So happy baby, you can kind of do whatever you want. You don't have to make it such an active pose. You can just kind of hang out here. You could roll side to side. You can even, if you have the flexibility, straighten your legs out. Whatever. You could do Baddha Konasana again and kind of bring your feet together and pull it just like a baby. You got about 10 to 15 seconds. Just do whatever feels good to you. Nice hip opener. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Good. Go ahead and release your feet. Maybe give yourself one more pull and then just let your legs float down to the mat. Extend them out. Shavasana, we're just going to relax. So sometimes this hurts people's low back, just laying here like this. You can bend your knees in, take your feet wide, and drop your knees towards each other. If you have a pillow or something available, you could also put that under your knees here. That's going to take the pressure off. Or do butterfly. So whatever leg position works for you, and then let your arms float down to the side, palms up. Kind of roll your shoulders down your back to make sure those shoulders aren't up to your ears, as a lot of us are in our daily lives, and relax your face. So take the tension out between your eyes, unhinge your jaw, let your tongue drop from the roof of your mouth. We're going to do one of those sighing breaths together. So we're going to inhale together, and then we're going to exhale through our mouths, making a sigh sound. And I want you to think about on that side, just your body like, you know, just sinking into the floor. And then we'll stay there, and I will stop talking. Okay, so let's inhale together. Inhale. Big breath. Fill all four corners of the lungs. Take one more sip of air. Hold it. And exhale, let it go. Try not to think about what you have to do today. Just take this time for you. Focus on the breath. Go ahead and start to wiggle your fingers and toes, waking yourself back up, bringing yourself into the room. Take a few swallows. And you can turn your head, dropping either ear to the mat like a dramatic no. Good. Let's bring our right knee into our chest, followed by the left, and just give them a hug into your body. Thank yourself for getting up and doing yoga today. Go ahead and turn onto your right side in the fetal position. Use your right bicep as like a pillow. Stay here for a couple breaths. Feeling heavy in your body. Use your left hand to gently push yourself up. Open your eyes if you have them closed. Come to a comfortable seat on your mat. Go ahead and bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest. Dip your chin, and I just want to thank you for joining me this morning, and I wish you the best day, and I appreciate you. The light in me sees and recognizes the light in you. Namaste. Thank you.